Ladies and gentlemen, this is Guangzhou Beijing Airport. Guangzhou Beijing Airport, arrival area. Just flew in from Beijing. It's a very nice, beautiful aircraft, but the whole experience on the flight was messed up. See, maybe I'm big, maybe I look intimidating. So there was a punk who has no business being a flight attendant, a man. He talked like a gay guy. I don't have any problem with gay people, but you know, I love my gay brothers. But the problem is that when a man is acting really scared, like a scared little girl, and try to hold a conversation with you because they are scared, that gets to my nerves. So when I got into the aircraft, there was the chief hostess, the chief air hostess, the lady maybe in her 30s, late 30s maybe, maybe a little more, but she have had many years of experience, and very sweet, very nice, very calm. You know those kind of voice that hold on one second, let me figure out where the hell my bag is. Okay, so those kind of women, right, that if you are like going crazy, losing your mind, whatever, you know, and then they come talk to you, suddenly you're calm, and then you start laughing at yourself. It doesn't matter how a woman look, but whenever a woman, you know, is calm like that, talk like that, very nice, very hospitable. Yeah, that's the word, hospitable. Then it's I'm gonna switch this camera to make a long video about this because it looks like it's gonna take long. So as I was saying, the woman, her voice was very calming and she's very hospitable, you know, like had many years experience in dealing with her, you know, passengers on flight. Now I guess that's why she's the chief hostess, and I think she was the one making the announcements. Her voice is very calm. So when I stepped on the aircraft, I saw her first, and with one other one, and I spoke to them. Say if you can change my seat to a seat that I can have more leg room. So she said okay. She said okay, you get in first, and when we arrived at the baggage claim over here behind me. So anyway, the lady said, no problem. Please let me bring you to a place to sit. Let me bring you to your seat first, and then I'm gonna change your seat for you later when everybody is seated. I said, okay, cool. Nice voice. Normally that's the kind of women that most people here in this country would consider that they are too old and will not respect them, and they prefer to hire young people, young, stupid, dumb people to work for them. Now this is the kind of lady that I'm going to put in my establishment, because this is the kind of lady that knows how to talk to people and knows how to respect people, you know. And so I went to sit down, and she did what she promised. I went all the way in the back, put my bags down where I'm supposed to sit. But before I got there, she already told, maybe radioed one of the other attendants in the back to help me. So when I got there, I went to the restroom all the way in the back. I had to pee, yeah, before I got on the plane, because of the delay at the security in Beijing. Before I got on the plane, he was like in a rush. So I asked the girl at the gate, can I use the toilet when I get on the plane now? She said, yes, of course. She said, I use the toilet when you get up on the plane. I said, okay. So when I got in, I just went straight to the back to use the toilet. And there was a young lady standing in the back there. She said, okay, this is the toilet here. And then she said, I had my backpack just like this. She said, if you want to go put your bag down, I said, no, I'm going to carry my bag inside because it's too far to go back over there, put my bag and then come to the toilets, and everybody's not seated yet. I don't want anybody go like want to sit down in the overhead compartment and start messing with my bag. So I just went into the toilet, finished like in a minute, came out, and then the lady said, hi. I said, hello. I said, you are so nice. This is the second lady, a younger lady, maybe in her 20s. So she said, yeah. I said, something else she asked me, some funny stuff she asked me, and I answered her. She started a conversation with me. I asked her, I said, you talk so nice. So, where's your hometown? Are you from Beijing here? She said, no, she said, I'm from here. I said, you mean Beijing? She said, no, Guangzhou. She said, oh, I forgot we are in Beijing. So we laughed, and then this guy, one of the male, the one I told you that's like a gay guy, he was standing around. I don't think he's really gay, but I think because some gay guys are very nice people. But this guy showed up. He was watching us from the front all the time. Just keep looking at us while the girl was talking to me. So I don't know if it's his girlfriend, his wife, or they are doing something. I don't know, but I just think it's stupid. Just kept watching. Left everything he was doing, just stood there watching, trying to join the conversation. Finally, he came to join the conversation. Then another girl was already in the conversation before that. So it's 2 girls, and then he came. These 2 girls could help me, but he came asking them what's his problem. They ignored him, but he kept pushing, kept hanging around there until finally the girls really ignored him, because I think just the guy is annoying. Then he left. Then the girls slowly moved away from there, but he still hung around. And I didn't want to embarrass him, so asked me, so where's your seat? I told him, but I already know this kind of people because I've lived here for many years, and whenever there's a situation like this, that person is not coming to solve the problem or help. He's going to come to try to make it complicated. I could already see his face, but I could already see his heart. I live here for many years, and I've studied the people. I already know what he wants to do. Those ladies, the sweet older lady in the front, this young lady here from Guangzhou, they wanted to help. They actually want to help, because the lady from the front, the chief hostess, already called them on the radio and told them that they need to help me with my seat. So, but this guy, nobody told him anything. He didn't know. He just showed up there trying to get involved with whatever is going on with me. Okay, so these girls are busy. So they left doing something else, and so I'm trying to figure out which conveyor belt is my bag coming out of. So this monkey, I call him monkey. This monkey stood there. Then, so when the 2 ladies left, then he stood there telling me, okay, sir, you have to go and sit down. I said, okay. First of all, yes, I need to sit down, but I already talked to the chief hostess in front, and she talked to these 2 ladies, and they want to help me to find my seat, trying to get me a better seat. I can't sit too long in that small space. And now he got the 2 ladies to leave, but now he's trying to force me to go sit down. So I'm all the way back there. I wasn't disturbing anybody. I asked the girl from the time I got there, I asked her, can I sit here? Can I stand here for a few minutes until everybody's seated? She said, yeah. And then he's just a flight attendant, just like those girls. In fact, I feel like those girls' position is higher than him because he's an idiot. So anyway, finally I said, you know what, let me go sit down. So I went to sit down on my seat. Then comes the guy again. He told me, please put on your seatbelt, and we're gonna, whatever. I said, okay. I already have my seatbelt on. I said, my seatbelt is on. He said, okay, bring up your seat in an upright position because we're about to take off. Okay. I said, okay, no problem. Pulled my seat up all the way up. Then the lady from the front, the chief hostess, came to me. I said, are you okay? I'm gonna change the seat for you. Oh, before this guy came to the back, the other girl already brought a seat number and said, we have got another seat for you. It's so and so here, there. I said, okay. When everybody's seated, I'm gonna go check the seat. Okay. She said, fine. Then the guy came and then all this went crazy. Finally, this guy went and I sat in my original seat, and then finally he came back again and told me, please, you cannot stand up, you cannot go in the back, cannot go in the back even when the plane take off. I said, when the plane reach cruising altitude and seatbelt sign is off, I'm gonna stand up to walk to the back, use the toilet, and stand up for a few minutes because this space is too small for me. He said, no, but you cannot go back. I said, I just got up and I said, do you come to make my life miserable on this plane? Are you looking for trouble with me or what? What is? He said, no, I'm just, I said, no, because if you come to look for problem for me on this plane, now you can tell me from right now before the flight even take off. Let's deal with it right here now in Beijing. Let me go to report. Let's find out what's your problem before the flight take off. He said, no. Then he left. He said, no, I just want you to be comfortable. I said, no, you want me to be uncomfortable. That's what you're doing. So can you just leave me alone? Maybe you can send someone else to come and help me. And then he said he's sorry, he left. So after the flight got to cruising altitude, I went, I asked the girl, because they keep going back and forth, on the aisle. And then I asked the girl, and when she was passing, I said, can I go stand in the back for a few minutes because my legs are hurting? She said, yeah. So I went in the back there and I stood in the back, all the way in the back there. And then that same guy came back again and said, we are busy here, you're going to get busy through here, and you can't stand here. I said, I'm not in the way. I just stepped to the side, completely to the side. I said, I'm not in the way. And the lady said, it's okay, I can stand in the corner here. Okay. So I stood there, and they started serving the food. Stood there like looking at my phone, and then I took a photo of myself, and then because they were serving the food, and the young man who was serving in that aisle, sweet young man, he was really nice. In fact, one of the times he was passing there, and the trolley, the food cart was not moving well. He didn't unlock the wheels well, and one of his the cups could have fallen down, and I helped him to hold the cup up. He said, thank you. Nice young man. But anyway, this other idiot, I don't know what's wrong with him. And so I stood there. When I took a photo, the sweet young girl from Guangzhou is serving on this side, on the right side, with the young sweet guy. And the troublesome guy that I'm talking about is serving on this aisle with another girl. So suddenly the girl waved at me and said, the girl that was serving with him waved at me and said, don't take photo. So I stopped. I put on my camera. I said, okay. And then I stood there. Then I went back to the other aisle. They are behind where the people that I think are nice are over there doing their job and being nice. So I stayed away from this aisle. So I'm standing in the back there, stretching my legs. This whole thing is happening within 10-15 minutes, huh? So it's not like I'm standing there for hours. So the girl now said, don't take photos. I said, okay, cool. So I stood on this side. Then a few minutes later, maybe 2 minutes later, I saw the air marshal walking towards the back. When he got to the back there, he said, you cannot stand here. Like a bully, you cannot stand here. I said, okay, but the hostesses told me I can stand here because I have some problems in my legs. So I wrote to him. I said, can you read English? Because I don't want to start explaining myself in Chinese. Can you read English? He said, yeah. So I wrote to him. I said, I have some problems with my leg. I can't sit in that small little space for a long time. So I need to stand up every half an hour and walk around for 5-10 minutes. He said, but you cannot stand here. You need to go to sit down. I said, I just told you what the problem is. You can tell me anywhere else to stand, but don't tell me don't stand up. You can't force me to sit down in that small space because I tried to book my seat online. It didn't happen. It didn't work. I tried several times. It did not work because they set up the system that only Chinese ID can book the seat online. And then you see very short people sitting in the emergency doors that have a very long room space, a very long leg space, leg room. And then you have tall people sitting and, anyway, I'll tell you the story about that later, because I think something is going on with the domestic flights here. So I don't think it's just China Southern Airlines. I think it's all the local flights in China that are doing this. You can book with Chinese ID card. They get like people get to see. International flights. This is the first time on international flights you have people sitting. They usually will ask you. Let's say you fly KLM, Air France, whatever. They will come and ask you. The attendants will come and ask you. Don't you mind sitting at the emergency door? Don't you mind sitting at the emergency door in case there's an emergency? And then they tell you what to do this, do that, do that. Do you mind sitting here? You say no. They want to give the seat to a person who is maybe big, strong physically and maybe mentally. Emergency door. But on this flight, the two people who were sitting on this emergency door in front of me, one person is tall, the other two are very, 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 very short people. And then on this side, one person is tall in the middle, and then they have a window seat for a very short man and a very short village girl sitting on the aisle seat on that emergency door. That girl doesn't even know how to lift up her screen to watch TV. I think this is her first time on a plane. And then they have her sitting on the emergency door. But then have people like myself and the big Chinese guy that was sitting next to me, probably Beijing, maybe somebody from the north, very big, tall guy. Have him sitting next to me and in a short space that we cannot even move our legs. But anyway, I'm like taller than him. My legs are longer, and I have problems with my legs standing in one place for a very long time. But anyway, the air marshal told me, okay, you cannot stand here because of security reasons. I'm telling you, he's not saying, hey, there's a way you can. I've been in security for many years. There are ways you talk to people. They understand you. They more than understand you. But these people, I think they feel intimidated or something, because if somebody is talking to you like they are already angry, they are aggressive, or they are upset, and then they already feel like I look at these kind of people as cowards. I look at them as cowards. He's telling me very aggressively, telling me you cannot stand here, it's emergency. And I'm thinking, he said you can stand over there in the aisle. I said, but they are serving the food in the aisle. I'm just waiting for them to pass my seat, going front, then I'll go to sit down. He said, you can go stand there. I said, okay, no problem. I went, and then I stood in the aisle, waiting for them to pass my seat with the food, and then I'll come back to sit down. So now the lady, the chief hostess, came to me, asked me, are you okay? I said, no, really. So I said, I want to stretch my leg a little bit. She said, okay. So she stood up. I stood up with her. She went to the back, and I went to the back there and used the bathroom, used the restroom, and then I came out. And then she asked me, what's the problem? I said, I don't know what's going on this flight. Who was the guy that came to talk to me? She said, which guy? I said, I think it's the air marshal or somebody, security guy. He told me he couldn't stand here. I told her everything else that happened. At the same time, I was telling her, the girl, this girl. So at the same time, the girl came in the back. The one that told me don't take photo. So I said, this girl told me also don't take photo. I'm standing here. I just want to stretch my legs. I just want to be comfortable on this flight. I don't want to go crazy or die on the flight because of discomfort. So she said, who? Why she told you? I said, please tell me. Maybe the rules have changed. Maybe China Southern rules is different. Is it okay to take photo or video when the plane is cruising, when it's already on the air going? Is it okay or not? She said, of course, it's not a problem. I said, but this young lady here told me, you can't take a video, you can't take a photo. She said, why? I said, please, ask her. I said, miss, excuse me. Didn't you just tell me I can't take a photo? Could you tell me why? Because your colleague here is telling me that it's not a problem. She said, oh, no. I was just telling you don't take my photo because I don't look beautiful today. I look not so beautiful. I said, what? I said, okay, first of all, I wasn't taking your photo. I was taking a photo of myself on the plane. And then you told me, don't take photo. I said, so I thought maybe this is the airline rules. So why is it that everybody on this plane is making up their own rules? I asked the lady, is this okay? She started apologizing. No, I don't mean that. I mean, don't take my photo because I don't look beautiful. I said, no, you told me don't take photo, no taking photo. So I thought this is the airline rule. I said, why is this? Why is it that It's like you all gang up to make me uncomfortable. If this lady and this other lady are not being nice, I would think that this is a setup. She said, no, I'm so sorry, I apologize. It's not that I tell you not to take photo. I just tell you, I don't want to, if you take the photo and I will show up in the photo and I look ugly. Can you imagine this shit? Just tell me if you can imagine this shit. A flight attendant or air hostess, whatever she calls herself, is commanding a passenger, don't take photo. Of course, you don't want to disrespect or disobey the instructions from the flight crew, because they can change it to become something else. You can get a flight ban, and all kinds of shit. So I just stop there. I said, okay, maybe I'm gonna find out later if the rules have changed. People can't take photos on the plane, because I saw people taking photos, taking videos. So why I can't take photos? So she said, no, because I don't look beautiful. I said, but I wasn't taking a photo. I was taking a photo of myself. She said, oh, she's so sorry, this, that. Please, would you like something to eat? I said, no. And then the other lady, their supervisor, the chief hostess, apologized to me and told me she's sorry. So I said, please, let me get you a drink. I said, no, I'm gonna go sit down now, because now the serving crew has passed my seat. I'm gonna go sit down over there. So I said, she said, please eat something. I said, okay, well, bring me something. I said, if you are not on this flight, I would think this is like a setup, like a horrible shit. I say, but you are the only person, you and the Guangzhou girl are the only people that are making sense here. And I said, where did these people get their training from? First the monkey guy, then the second the air marshal, and then the girl that told me don't take photo. Anyway, guys, listen. First of all, if you are in China and you flying domestic, if you've been flying international, or if you're flying anywhere, any other country domestically, okay, fine. But if you get to China and you're using a passport to fly, and then you try to book your seat online, you can't do it, because they set up the system in a way that you cannot book your seat online. You have to book it at the counter, and by the time you get to the counter and try to get your seat at the counter, they already give it up to the Chinese people who have ID cards. And the funny thing about this is, for me, is that the people who have ID card that book these seats, that take all these big leg rooms, some of these people are very, 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 very short people. Very short people. I got my bag. Actually, I've been looking everywhere, walking everywhere. I don't know where my bag is, because I couldn't focus to check which one was my flight. Couldn't focus. It's just showing up and going. So, but anyway, it is my bag. I got it. So I got to get out of the airport. My car is waiting for me outside. They'll be calling me while I'm making this video. But anyway, so guys, if you are, whether you are a foreigner in China using Chinese passport, using a foreign passport to travel in China locally, domestically, or you are overseas Chinese here in China using Chinese passport or using foreign passport, whether you're Chinese or not, as long as you're using passport, you cannot book your seat online. You cannot reserve your seat online. And by the time you get to the airport and try to reserve your seat, they already give up all the seats that you would like to other people with ID card, people who don't actually need those kind of seats. Anyway, I gotta get off from here, guys. I'm gonna update you more on this. A lot of stories to tell. Things are changing every day. Stepping out here now, the arrival. Step out to find a way to go get my car. There's a whole bunch of people out here. I'm gonna find out which way I'm going. I'll go this way first. So, if you have any question, if you need any update, just let me know. Ask me. I'll be very, very happy to help shed more light, because I don't want anyone to have this kind of experience here, because like I always say, if you have, this is a very beautiful country with a whole lot of nice people, a lot of beautiful people, good-hearted people. But just like this stupid girl that told me don't take photo, and made it sound like it's the airline rules, or the air marshal who told me you cannot stand here because it's dangerous. I'm dangerous. Okay, maybe I look dangerous. Or maybe the stupid man who was, hello, hi, or the stupid guy who was trying to give me a hard time on the plane. If you had any of this experience with any of these people, and then it's your first time or your first experience in China, and then you think this is how it is in China, or this is how Chinese people behave. No, it's not. So I just want to show you that. Okay, I gotta get off now, and then find my way out of the airport. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Yeah, peace.